What is good, everybody? Brian France here with Hospice Care Marketing. And our topic today is how to take control of your online reputation. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. And it's that guy. Let me make sure everyone that's in here today can hear me. And if you just let me open up the chat real quick. So you can just jump into the chat and let me know if you can see me and hear me. That would be great. And my screen. So just let me know if you can see my. Okay, got it. So really excited for today's topic: how to take control of your online reputation. Really think this fits in so nicely with so many different areas of your marketing. It can also impact just your business all around. So really excited for today. And like I said, it really fits in with the foundation, your website, your reputation, but it also fits in conversion wise, right? So really it can help you close more sales, right? More patients, more growth, and really help drive more phone calls, more leads from your internet marketing. So um, yeah, this is all part of our accelerated growth roadmap, where we drive leads, we maximize conversions, and we optimize the results. And right there is what we're focusing on today is the online reputation. And all part of the digital dominance method, all the things that you can be doing online to really dominate your market, your service area, things like SEO, like maximizing repeat and referral business, the pay-per-click ads, any pay-per-lead online directories that are out there, retargeting social media directories and email marketing, right? So if I could have your attention for the next 45 minutes to an hour, and I promise it'll be worth your time. So turn off Facebook, turn off cell phones. And if you're serious about tripling the amount of leads, the amount of visibility that you would get to your hospice website, then the next 60 minutes are critical. So what we're gonna cover today: why you can have all the best tools in the world for generating reviews and still consistently fail at generating more positive reviews consistently. How to tap into the power of multi-channel communication, right? Email, SMS, physical card to increase your review count. Online reviews are a team sport. And to succeed, you really need to get your whole team involved and really bake a focus of reviews and your reputation into your team culture, and why you must acknowledge and respond to every review, right? Good, bad, and indifferent, and how to have all of this taken care of for you, right? Completely turnkey, so you can focus on your business and let your reputation speak for itself. And that's what, that's really what we all want. So who am I and why you should listen to me? I'm the author of the book, Internet Marketing for Hospice Providers. Reach out to me if you want a copy of that. And widely accepted as a premier expert in the internet marketing space for hospice. And I've worked with dozens of hospice providers from coast to coast. So things I'm going to be sharing with you today are not based on some book I read or some website that some website I read or what have you. It's really based on real world results. It's not just me. We have a team all focused on this, all passionate about helping you hospice providers across the nation really triple their sales, and that's what we're doing, right? That's our mission. We're on a mission to triple the sales of 1,000 hospice providers over the next 5 years. So the first thing I want to do is stop and ask the question why, right? Why do I have you here on today's session talking about online reviews, right? Uh, well, online reviews can really make or break your company, right? If you were out there and you had the most amount of reviews, most 5-star reviews in your market, all glowing reviews, and you had them coming in consistently, you would have a lot more business from that, right? You're going to rank better in the search results. More people are going to see that, and more people are going to feel comfortable reaching out to you. And then just the opposite is true, right? It could really break your company if something were to happen and you had a lot of negative reviews, um, and anywhere a 3-star under could really hurt your rankings. It could hurt the conversion effectiveness of all your marketing, right? So all your dollars are spending are going to have to go a lot farther if you have that. So online reviews and reputation can really make or break your company. And what we want is an online reputation or you might have an online reputation that doesn't really reflect the type of service, the kind of company, right? The top quality service that you provide, right? So if that's you, then this webinar, I'm really glad you're on this webinar. So, and you may have, the other issue here is you may have invested in some tools out there, right? That that sends out the review requests and my text and email, but it's just really not driving enough results. It's not getting enough reviews on a consistent basis. And so those 3 issues you might be facing. And so, right, that's going to drag down all your marketing. It's going to waste opportunities. It's going to, and then you're going to watch your patients. They're going to be going to the other hospices, right? You're going to see, a lot more binders in the facilities and things like that. So the opportunity, right? The opportunity is to be the provider of choice in your area, and you have standing out in front of your competition, right? Standing out compared to your competition, right? That's what we all want. We want to be the top provider in your market, right? And and the reviews to really speak for itself, right? Where we want to be able to leverage the tools that you have to the fullest and drive consistent and constant 5-star high quality reviews. And like I said, you have your reputation speak for itself. And that's what we all want, right? That's the success. We'll be the go-to hospice provider in your area. We rank better and we maximize conversions that way, right? And so, do online reviews really matter? And we see this all the time, but if you're not going to be watching this if you don't think reviews are a big part of your business. And I'm sure when you go surf the web, are you going to call someone that's a 3-star or less when you have someone right next to that company with 5 stars, right? With a ton of reviews, 5 stars, and there's consistent. And so if we look at the stats tell us, right, 84% of people trust an online review as much as they do a personal recommendation. But I think the next point here, the next bullet point there I got, is that 77% of consumers think that reviews more than 3 months old aren't relevant anymore. So, right, if you haven't had a review in 6 months, people aren't going to trust that as much as if the next guy has one that's 6 days old or three weeks old, right? That one's going to be trusted a lot more than one that's 6 months old. And so, what that means is we're gonna have to put something in place to have reviews coming in consistently. And so, Yes, reviews, Google reviews are mission critical, right? And we see this. We have dozens of clients out there, dozens of websites out there, and we see it all the time, right? The ones that are getting the best results, the ones that have the most calls, the ones that are increasing their business, they're going from, they're tripling their business, is the ones with the reviews, right? They have the most reviews in their market, right? And this is an example of one, only 105 reviews. They built that up over the last 3-4 years, but when they started, they had no reviews, but no one in their market really did, the 2 or 3. So it wasn't a lot. Once they got this going, the whole team started to see this, and the company, it changed their business, right? And now they're dominant. They're so far ahead of their competition in reviews. Uh, and if I see it with other clients, they don't have necessarily as many reviews, and they're not getting the calls. They're not tripling their business like this client has. So I see it firsthand, and I know this is the case. And we've been doing this a long time, right? So I promise, leads start flowing in. You start to close more business, and it's easier for you guys to close that business because of your reviews, right? People trust you, and so why reviews are mission critical, right? They impact your Google rankings, right? So having a number of 5-star reviews are really going to start to help your Google rankings, right? It's not going to be the reason you rank, right? Number one or number two is not because I have 100 reviews or anything like that, but it will definitely help you rank. Um, and 88% of consumers look at online reviews before they make a purchasing decision, and it's a major conversion factor, right? We see it with if you're advertising, you're doing SEO, you're doing Google ads, and you're not paying attention to your reviews, you're missing part of the equation there. It's a major conversion factor. So why is controlling and managing your online reputation, your online reviews, critical for you? Right. So I'll just pause there and see what comes up for you before we dive into the principles. But I'd love to hear in the chat what you think. What came up for you? Why is it important? I'll go back to the question. So why is controlling reviews and managing your online reviews critical to you? All right. So the 5 key principles, right, are the first step, right, is we have to provide a world-class experience, right? And I don't need to harp on this too much, right? But we have to provide a world-class experience. All your staff need to uh, provide a world-class experience at all times, right? From the support staff in office and the ones that are in the field. And then we want to build this culture, right? Build these online reviews, this reputation into your company culture. So you may have heard this before, is that what you measure, you can improve, right? So it's if you want to save more money, right, you start to track how much money you're spending and where it's all going, right? You're going to save more money. And same thing with your weight, right? If you start to track your calories and track your exercise, right, you'll probably notice you'll start to drop some pounds, right? Same thing here with your company, right? If you start to track this, you start to pay attention to this, things will improve. And so that's one thing, right? Now, the other thing is that if you get more, what you celebrate, you get more of. So if you start to bake this into your company culture, and then at one of your team meetings, you acknowledge the team member that was out there that got the most amount of reviews over the last couple months or whatever it is, and you acknowledge that person, that's going, people are motivated by that, right? So people are going to start to go out of their way in your company to really provide that 5-star experience, and with the expectation of getting a review, right? So I think that's what we also have to put into place, right? Is we have to get this into your company culture. And it starts with acknowledging the ones that are doing really good in that area, right? And so the others are going to see that, and they're going to want that, right? They're going to want to be acknowledged in front of their peers. So baking these reviews into your company culture and training them on how to ask for the review, right? Like I said, what you measure, what you celebrate, you create more of. What you measure and expect and celebrate, you create more of. And we want to leverage the tools that we have to request reviews after each service and ensure that we're communicating in all the different channels, right? If they already have an app for Yelp or what have you, we're not going to need to send a link. Like, make sure you have to test out these tools, right? Make sure, put yours through it, put it to the test, and make sure that people aren't going to have to click this button and log in over here and then go over here and write the review and then copy it and put it over here. That's way too many steps. We want to reduce the amount of friction in this whole process, to make it easy as possible for the reviewer. And and like I said, if we're just using email, we're not using SMS, right? Or we're not leaving a printed review card after the service, we're missing a lot of I can, if I look at one of my email accounts, I've got thousands of unopened emails. But if I look at my text message, right, I have 3 unopened, unread text messages right now. So thousands of emails, right? So people pay attention to those text messages. So you definitely have to leverage the tools and the automation for that. And then we have to acknowledge and respond to every review, right? And you may have something, or just you may only respond to the negative reviews or something, right? I see a lot of people doing that, but you're not responding to any of the positive reviews that you do get, right? So definitely acknowledge and respond to the reviews. That person took some time out of their day to leave that review. And the other people that are reading those things, they like to see that, right? They like, oh, they shows that you truly care, right? That that you care about how your customers feel. So definitely acknowledge and respond to every review. Definitely want to put someone in place of doing that in your office. And yeah, so which one of those key principles do you need to work on, right? Is it making it into your culture, responding to every review, right? No matter good, bad, or indifferent. So give you a minute to think about that. Which one of those key principles are going to work for you? So we definitely want to capture positive reviews from our customers, from your customers. And really the strategy is this is not a long webinar, right? This is pretty simple. You leverage tools to request a review after the service, right? You leave a printed review card with the patient or the patient's family and their staff, so maybe the staff at the facility. And you train your staff to plant the seed and deliver a world-class experience. And then I think, I've heard this from one of our clients, right? Is that after the service, like the next day, they'll have someone give them a call and just say, "Hey, how was it visiting with, visiting with this person, right? Say the nurse or the social worker that visited them. How was it? We just want to make sure that everything went okay, and if there's anything else you needed. And then you can ask them, like, oh, great. Did they leave you with a review card? Oh, cool. Okay, can we walk you through that process right now? Would you mind leaving a review? Right. And you walk them through that process and like, hey, I'm gonna send you a text right now. Like, why don't you click the link? Right. And so giving them that little extra push, I promise you will create a lot of opportunities for reviews. We have a client that's done this and done exceptionally well with this, and hundreds of reviews. So, and that's really it. They just put someone in place to give them a call after a visit the next day, and walks them through the process. And then they build reviews and recognition into your company culture. So just recognizing your team members that are doing really well in this area, and they have baked this into their company culture, right? And then they're leveraging email and SMS and apps for maximum impact. And that's really it. Have a list of some tools here: Review Buzz, Bird Eye, Podium, Customer Lobby. They all pretty much do the same thing. The tool that we use, we build out some automation in our CRM for our clients that they all have access to, that can customize and things like that. But it taps into email and SMS, and so you may have seen some of these out there. But definitely the tool is not going to, you have to use the tool. You have to put some work into it and put some systems and processes in place for it to do what you want. And then, we definitely want to respond, make sure there's some sort of system in place to respond to each review. Test someone on your team to respond to these reviews, and you formulate a strategy for professionally handling when a negative review comes in. Right. So that it's really all, really how to respond to every review. And thousands of people. This is over a 1 month time, like 4,200 eyeballs from people searching for what we do, right? For hospice. You see this discoveries that blue, and people who find your business profile for a category product or service, right? So that's the lion's share. 4,200 eyeballs, right? If they're seeing those hundreds of reviews that you have, it's going to make it a lot easier for them to make a decision. And we see that, from our clients getting a lot of calls and tripling their business. So pause there to see what takeaways you have. What did you learn? What did you notice? What would you like to share? And if you need help with this, I'm happy to. I'm definitely happy to help and talk with anyone that would like some additional help with their internet marketing. You can take us up on our free analysis here. Just visit us at hospicecaremarketing.com/schedule. We'll look at your online visibility. We'll look at your reviews. We'll run a ranking report. We'll create a custom keyword list for you. We'll look at your online reviews and reputation, your social media presence, your online directories. We'll look at your website and the conversion effectiveness of your website. Just doing that alone, I promise we'll create opportunities. Really focusing on any one of these, right? But we'll take a look at all of that. Give us a call at the number here, or fill out or schedule time at hospicecaremarketing.com/schedule. And that's really it for today. Hope that was helpful. And if you have any questions, please let me know. I'm happy to provide a book to anyone that wants. It's Internet Marketing for Hospice Providers. I'm happy to send that to you free of charge. Just drop me a note, and we'll get that shipped out to you. That's it. Gonna wrap it up, and have a good day.